So tell us something about the role of the Sea King, please.
The role of the Sea King is, well, I essentially go around to all these events and represent Hastings in an ambassadorial way, in which, yeah, we go to all these events and say hello, smile, wave, and yeah, it's really fun. And overall, it's uh, the way you recognise us is we'll usually be wearing our sashes, as I'm wearing here, and this crown, which was made by one of the old sea queens, which is very nice. And we'd usually go to events.
Hold it still so people can see, because that might, because we've had the, oh yes, that's, yes, I think you can see a bit more of the fact that it's the sea court theme with the decorated seashells, because
I feel like because this year we've been very inclusive, and last year we've been very inclusive with our court, with Sophia, Haley, and me, and I've been
yes, absolutely. That is one of the things that we are most proud of in Hastings, that we are the first all-gender, all-age court in the country, we think, and yeah, and we are really proud of that, which is which is.
I'm definitely proud to be a part of it as well.
Oh, things that you did in Old Town Carnival Week.
Some of the things we did in Carnival Week, the funny things were the sea boot race and the pram race, which I've been taking part of the sea boot race my entire life. Essentially, there really hasn't been a year in which I didn't do it. So being a part of the carnival itself this year was it was really just crazy experience. And well, last year,
yeah.
And yeah, and then there was the pram race in which we had to push Haley up the hill in her wheelchair, which was that's always a bit of fun. And
the bike race.
Oh no, the bike race. So we went to a lot of tea parties. That was a serious thing. We ate a lot, that's for sure. We had a lot of.
Did you eat the winkles? Did you eat the onion?
Well,
Did you eat the ghastly things?
I didn't take part in the winkle eating, but I believe Haley competed, and she was the quickest, wasn't she? She was one of the quickest, definitely. She was insane while doing that, and my dad did it as well, which was
good old dad.
And
so, did you have the cream teas then, and the teas and the wine, and the sausage and mash?
Well, I couldn't have the wine because I was too young, but I could definitely have the rest, and yeah, it was a really, really nice time, and really welcoming as well. Yeah, we judged the windows, and that was very interesting and very they all spend a lot of time on them, and it really shows. And the gurning, I took part in that as well. Well, yeah, I took part in that as well as judging it, and that was a fun yet serious as well, because once again, people train for it, and it's for a good cause, and yeah, it's really weird judging things, because I usually take part, but it's very it's a sense of responsibility, and I make sure I judge them in the fairest way possible.
Yes,
there's so many really. I feel like definitely the sea boot race and being in the carnival itself. There's so much personality in Hastings, and it really shows during the carnival week. And being on the boat and going around Hastings and waving to Dom's music taste, which was questionable, but you know.
We're going to tell him that. Yes, and the weather last year was atrocious.
Yeah, it was so windy. It was well, it was difficult holding everything together. But I'm glad we went ahead with it, because obviously, if we didn't, we wouldn't have had it 2 years in a row, and we can't have Hastings without the carnival. So it
cannot.
really shows.
Tell me how you have been. How has Rory been coping in 2020 in lockdown?
It's certainly been a weird year, and I feel like everyone's going through something right now. Everyone has. I feel like there's a sense that of uncontrollability about the year that we're in.
Mm.
But I myself have been coping well, and it's been hectic. It's certainly been that. But I always consider myself the optimist, and I hope next year and the years to come will be better than this year has. That's for sure. Uh,
Another part of me is interested to know what has happened about any courses that you're on. Have you been able to?
oh,
Have you heard what's
uh,
happening?
Not yet, because the results date is August the 13th for me.
Yep.
So I hope I passed. Uh, and Yeah, I put a lot of effort whenever I do work, and I do hope it pays off this year. And yeah,
I have every faith that it will. Absolutely every faith, and good luck. And I'm sure everything will be fine, and we'll be celebrating.
the classic car show, it was pouring with rain. Another example of bad weather there, but it was still fun nonetheless. And the town criers was great as always, and yeah, it was brilliant just watching that as well. And yeah, it's once again another week where Hastings' personality really shines, and you really get a feel for the place. And yeah,
Yep, that's right. It's the best place in the world. And tell us something about what you did yourself on Carnival Day.
the first thing that I did was making the speeches announcing the beginning of the carnival, which was really terrifying. Really, if I'm being honest, I I'd say I was pretty confident, but being on stage is different tale, really. But I feel like I did a good job at that, and there was welcoming everyone to the room that we held everything in a where we shook all the hands and talked to people. Obviously, we can't shake hands now, but we did that at the time.
Oh, yes.
We ate a huge meal, which was really well prepared, and uh,
Well, that's something you're, as host, that you're the host of. What would you say about why why being on the sea court's been a good thing? Well, I hope it has been a good thing.
yeah, it definitely has. And one there are multiple things I could say, but it was definitely a huge confidence booster. Like meeting new
Mm.
people, even my fellow Sea Court members, it's getting to know them, and it's you. It's a sense of responsibility as well. It can teach you a lot of things about being responsible, about what and being responsible in general. It's a fun time in general. It's just really fun going around and uh, being being the Sea King and wearing the suit and the crown. It has a real sense of confidence and self-importance, and it really is. It I'd say it's one of the best experiences ever, and it really teaches you a lot, and it will really guide me personally in the future in things like job interviews and jobs in general in future when I will need this confidence again. And it was given me a summer of happiness last year, and
Oh,
hopefully, definitely a happy Hastings week this year.
oh, that's lovely. A summer of like to have one of those again, wouldn't we?
Yes,
That's
definitely.
all. So, just as a last thought, then. So, what, as you said, we hopefully we'll get this again. So, what are your hopes for 2021 then?
Oh, I'd say sunny weather as we've had this year. Uh, One thing that I think everyone needs to do moving on, is to learn from the mistakes we made this year. Um, Mostly, I just say definitely a lot of people need to, and how a lot of people have treated this and everything that's gone on. And I feel like we need to evolve in a way, become new people
Mm.
while staying true to who we are. Another thing I hope for is just similar to last year, really happy time where we can show our character and and I hope for a carnival. That's what I hope. I hope this passes over for the time Hastings Week and the carnival next year. And
Fantastic. Yes, I absolutely agree. And wise words from someone so young about what we've learnt from this. I so hope that some of the good things that can have come out of this will continue. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of those is we also hope that we'll be able to have a donations evening again, because we worry about the charities who, of course, aren't taking the collections either. Oh, Rory, that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.